This don't look like a good idea. Brody, we might be stuck. We might be stuck! Remember when I said this was going to be a one-day project?
Yeah, we all do.
Here we are a week, well, at least a week, and it's still here. Waiting for parts. I ordered the wrong valve, still waiting for parts. Then I got the new valve that I ordered, and it was the wrong valve again, so we're on attempt number 3. So this is kind of, we're working on this thing now. And we're going to do what? Make a big mess?
Yeah, well, change the hydraulic oil, but in the book, wants me to put that up, so I'm going to try not to hit anything.
Be careful.
Stand by.
Be careful. Look at how close he is to things. You didn't hit anything.
That is, well, Doug's going to have to stay off his phone.
So, other than working on that a little bit, this morning we've been working on the Geringhoff head here, going over some maintenance. There's a chain in here. We replaced that. That was completely wore out. Greased driveline, greased the folding, checked all gearboxes. All levels are good. Oil looks perfect. What else did we do? We flipped Eric. We can't finish it and get it out of the shop because Eric, what did you do?
It's always your fault.
Besides get your head in a bunch of grease?
No.
Oh my.
Stop.
Yep.
Not on my good hat. Have to burn it.
So we flipped the blades around, or Eric did. Easy. So they're reversible. Unfortunately, there was a casualty during reassembly. This got busted. So we're waiting for that part for one blade. So besides that, 3 guys, what? 3-4 hours? We got her up and running. So this thing has been washed, blown off, serviced, ready for 24 corn harvest. And the next job on the list is we're gonna attempt to change the hydraulic oil on this. It's never been changed by us, and we've put about 2,000 hours on that machine since we've owned it, which is very amazing to me. But how many hours did we put on it this year alone?
180.
Nice.
Doggo.
Yep. So we don't know how to do that, so we're gonna read up on the manual here and start making a mess.
Park the machine on level ground. That should be fine. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what to do. Brody will hand you the tools, and together we'll get it done.
Wow. So the book is telling us that it holds like 36 gallons of hydraulic oil. It's been a bit of a battle under here already so far. So we take this cover off right here, and then there's this little drain, petcock type of thing. So we had to get the plug out. Oh, the plug, Eric took the plug. It has factory paint on it. So unless somebody else changed this by like taking a hose off somewhere or something, there's never been any oil drained out of that port ever, and there's 9,000 hours on this. I don't know what to even say about that. I really hope that it's not original oil. It just can't be. It just can't be. It can, could it be?
It's maybe never been changed, but it ain't the original oil.
There's probably been some hydraulic lines ruptured.
We can hose clamp that if possible, but you maybe want to put it on first.
Okay. So we're trying to get a hose so that we don't have to work underneath here. Screw that in there, we'll get a hose, and then we'll be out by Eric. All right, I got my hose on the pipe I just screwed in there. This, if I loosen that, oil will start flowing, and for whatever reason Eric decided to go through the track frame, and here's where we will be outletting into a bucket, in theory. The guy's just in love with the track frame.
It doesn't see a lot of attention, so I'm making it feel at home.
Are you ready for flow?
I think so. Oh, what could go wrong?
It won't be that fast.
You got the proper wrench?
Yep, impact. Is it coming out?
Yes. Wow, it's working!
Has it got good flow?
Yeah, actually, it's not bad at all. The bucket's getting full.
Wow, it's really coming out.
That actually looks kind of clean when it's in the air.
I was gonna say it looks really burnt looking.
Oh, well, High-Tran is burnt to begin with.
You smell that?
Don't let your eyes fool you, I guess.
I don't know. It's so hard to tell. At least it isn't black with motor oil.
And you asked me if I can smell it? No. No, I can't smell.
How full would you like the buckets? Just annoyingly full? Is that too full for you? Just don't shake it too much.
As long as the handle holds.
Oh, look at, what's that?
What?
Laying out, why is your...
There's your oil cap you lost.
I don't even, do I remember this happening?
No, I don't. You want to hear?
Oh my God! We've reached capacity.
Hand me that.
Wow! Look at what happens when men try to multitask. I got one job, Eric. I will be doing one job from now on.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna want to be very gentle with that. I'd love to help, but I gotta watch this fill up. We finally reached the end of the tank. What are you doing up there?
I cleaned the screen inside the tank.
Was it dirty?
No, not really.
Oh, that's good. That's promising.
You know, OSHA, you hurt my knees. These little dimples that you walk on and you don't fall down to your injured death, well, they destroy the knee. You're trying to work and I'm complaining again.
Whoa.
Hello?
There's no oil even dripping. That's a miracle. It's a miracle!
This has got 3 filters in it on the hydraulic side. What do they call it? A pilot or return, and I'd have to read the book, something else. I don't know why. It's well filtered.
I don't think that this is a machine that you would want any hydraulic stuff letting loose and not getting filtered with how many hydraulic hoses are on this machine. Look at me use a wrench to tighten the filters. Every single one of them. Guys on the farm here hate me for that, but you know, I'm a firm believer in stuff being tight. Overkill? Wow, look at it working.
Why is there oil?
This is the biggest tool that we own right here. It's beautiful.
So now what?
I don't know what's inside of here. Whatever it is big. Oh yeah. Wow. So that looks like it's gonna make a big mess. Is it a twist? A pull? I see a big snap ring. We don't always know what we're doing when we're fixing on stuff. Here, I've got the baster.
Get that out of here. Are you gonna put that in here?
Brody?
My bucket.
Brody must be jamming out in the back, detailing stuff. All I hear is music. All right, we did successfully get this removed. It's not at all like what, unless I just, you know, I am slower at reading, so I kind of got impatient, I'm not gonna lie, on the directions. But we figured it out. You had to remove the snap ring.
The snap ring. What do you think that does?
What does?
That's just the guide, so it only goes in one way. I don't know. It's in there.
Yep, looks good now. Snap ring. There's the big Swede pliers. It's doing work.
I need 3 hands. Yeah, hold it in place. My gosh, it's gonna shoot in our eyes.
There we go. All right, that project took a lot longer than I expected. But it is changed. We know what oil's in it and when it was changed now, so good starting point from here forward. New day, new projects, only this ain't really farm related. Brody, what have you done?
New skis.
Oh.
What does it look like?
So we are going on a snowmobile trip in what, 10 days?
A week.
A
6?
week? Oh,
6 days.
I guess my schedule is different than theirs.
We must be driving separate.
Yeah, you must be separate.
So Brody picked himself up some new skis.
CNA Pro. BX.
Look at how nice, they do look nice.
They do look sweet.
And I believe that he also ordered some for a snowmobile that he bought. Now it doesn't snow. That's all you gotta do, guys, is buy a snowmobile and then it won't snow.
Yeah, we'll just have to park it outside so it looks like it's being used.
And then he bought a snowmobile, which is really, it's really nice. But it's not a mountain sled, so we can't even utilize it out west. That's gonna go in your garage, I guarantee you it.
Ride like a pro.
It's just needs to be straightened.
So if you guys have any interest in seeing CNA Pro, Ride Like a Pro skis,
Go check them out.
go check them out. Actually, they're made, May West is how we got hooked up with these guys. We'll put the link in the description. Brody's pretty pumped. He's pretty pumped.
Should have brought my sled today. Could have got it all done.
All right, I got a project on my hands, fixing the stuff that I destroyed, self-inflicted breakdown. You remember those, don't you? When the pry bar went through the combine and load system, and fortunately, it stopped one of these, and then we were able to engage it slowly and run the pry bar through the whole system. Or it's a video that you should watch if you've missed it. It was a catastrophic disaster. Nonetheless, I've got the new clutches. I'm going to take these apart. That piece there comes off of the sprocket, and then you put it on, reassemble it, good as new. So this shouldn't be a bad project at all. I've done it so many times, I know exactly what I'm doing. Those guys have been working on a brake valve on Dumpy, so hopefully we can get that out of here shortly. We're still waiting for a fuel line. Ordering parts from a truck from '84, more difficult than you would think it is. Okay, what do we need for tools? Gotta take this chain off. It has to come off anyways. This gets replaced yearly because we run out of tightener here throughout the season. It'll never make 2 seasons for us. Take these off, slide on what I just did there, get the wiring back placed, project completed, and put a new chain on. All right, we moved some stuff around, and now my toolbox is a little bit closer. So let's get after it. Brody, what are you doing? Oh, you're coming to help me? Man, you're so nice. Here's the tools. We might need a prying tool. Except for that one. That one just came right off. Wow. Wow.
Wow, that's right.
Wow. Unbelievable. And just like that, we got it stripped down. Now it's for reassembly. Look at that chain. That's 1 season on it. You're not supposed to be able to literally do a half moon with it. If it was double as long, you'd be making a circle. Rotate. Ow! Okay.
Oh gosh, I hate this part.
Okay. Anyways, we got this on, completed, new clutches plugged in. We had all that zip tied up. Here's the difference of a new chain versus an old chain. Look at how much longer that is than what it was before. All right. This project's done, and we got everything back on and tight, and I suppose when they inspect it, they'll take that all back apart.
Probably.
All right, so that is a kit from Lakota. If anyone's interested, we had them on the 70 series and the obviously both S790s. Just go to lakota.com, check those out. Me and Brody are gonna try to go get a 8R370 running.
I don't think it's going to be happy.
It's probably not going to be happy because it's 0 out. We have had it plugged in a couple hours. But what we want to do is get the head dropped in the shed, tractor sitting in the way, and then park the tractor in a different spot, get this back in here without the head on because that's clean, and wash this maybe Monday. So then end of the week, next week, they're coming to inspect this, so we'll see what's all wrong and destroyed on this. But I want it washed up first, so just for working on it, everything's clean. What do you got?
Interesting stuff. 2006 is when we got into Green Star Auto Steer, purchased this first AMS. You should see the phone numbers on here. I should call them and see if they remember me.
Oh,
Man.
Wow.
probably most of them don't even work there anymore.
There was a lot of trouble here.
Why?
Well, there was just a lot of phone calls. It was unlimited phone calls and unlimited internet support. And I made use of it all.
I'm sure it was probably well, putting computers in combine on tractors and everything. Can you imagine the first stuff?
The biggest problem was, I believe, the mapping in the combine. The yield data would get corrupted, and you had to send everything away to them, and they had to merge it all back into the field because half the field was gone somewhere. I don't
want to
even
update
wanna
them on the oil pouring out of the machine still?
Well, the oil is still pouring out of the machine.
Is there any left?
We maybe should check it before we drive it. So there's some sort of spinner valve on the breather hose. They think they replaced it this fall because it was making terrible sounds, and they think the seal is out in that. It really don't leak once it's in the shop. This is not too bad. Cold started outside, it pours out of there. And I've told them all that, so when they are inspecting the combine, they're gonna look at that, and hopefully it's that, and that would be under warranty, for parts warranty. But, needless to say, if it isn't that, probably could be very bad.
Well, it makes sense if it would be that again, but who knows? Did you ever tell them about
a new part being bad?
Right, who would have ever
Come
thought?
fix this before we wash it, though.
Well, I'll tell you, that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna be good.
We're gonna have to rewash it, Brody.
Guess you won't even focus in that area.
Just totally bypass this whole side.
Do they know about the Peterbilt, the silver bullet, and why it wouldn't start?
Yeah, it turned out we spent 2 days and an $850 service call to have Peterbilt out, and it was a blown fuse.
In the fuse box.
Yeah, big, long, fancy one, but $6 fuse, $850 to diagnose, and it took him an hour. But it's running.
It didn't really take him an hour. It just took him, well, his computer wouldn't hook up first.
So the reason we can't diagnose that is they have a computer, it's fancy enough, plug it in, and it didn't have an engine, it said. So he got looking at the wiring and found the fuse. We bypassed the fuse and it fired up immediately, which it should have for how much we primed on that thing.
Right, we maybe wore out the plunger there, and all for nothing.
Plunger on
And Chris ended up quitting over the deal.
Yep. So that's it, I'm out of here.
I've never, like, he's such a happy-go-lucky guy, and he was legitimately down in the dumps over that.
I seen the beads of sweat running down his forehead.
He was so upset, and then he was very embarrassed when it was a fuse.
So why did the fuse get? There was some work also. So this is my luck my whole life. It's the coincidental breakdowns that you just wouldn't believe until you experience them.
Yeah, we cleaned the batteries, terminals, maybe even replaced a couple of batteries, did the fuel filters, everything was ripped apart, and then when it came to starting it, I don't know if something in the fuse box got touched when removing it, but the fuses worked fine, drove there, but once we hooked everything back up.
So once you change a fuel filter, you assume it won't start because it's gulped.
It's turning over. Why wouldn't it start, Brody?
Right.
Why wouldn't it start?
It don't make sense really when you think about it, does it? It turns over, got lights in the cab, everything else has got lights. Why?
That is what it's like to ride the struggle bus. Why does it smell like a dead mouse in here, Brody? Oh gosh, I hope Nibbles isn't striking again. It smells horrible. It's coming out of the air vents.
came out of Doug's pontoon.
Oh, don't even say that. He might freak out. Has something been left in here? Died? Brody! Who keeps turning it in one wheel wonder mode? It's winter time.
I like one wheel, one mode.
Alright. There he sits.
It ain't gonna start. I just have no confidence right now.
Oh, come on, it's brand new. It'll start. How dirty are your feet? It'll start, it just won't drive.
Is it warm?
Hot. Don't touch that part. That's really warm. This thing. All right, go make her talk. Nah, let's make her not.
I don't think she's gonna talk. But we can try.
Is this yours?
Yeah, I don't even want to start it.
He's scared to hurt his tractor. Why does it sound like that?
That's not good. She don't want to
Is
go.
the battery dead?
Sure acts like it.
I don't know why it sounds like that. Like it's not even rotating.
It sounds like the battery's dead.
I think so. Should we get our jumper pack?
That don't look good.
What?
Look at the battery.
What do you mean?
Bulged. Am I seeing things?
I think you're seeing things.
That's bulged. See, it's indented right there.
Well, they ain't froze or it wouldn't even turn over.
Okay, let's go get our jumper pack and see what happens. Were they driving through here?
This don't look like a good idea. Brody, we're gonna
We might be stuck.
We might be stuck!
We made it, Chet.
We were framed out, Brody.
Not enough speed.
Now I smell burning rubber.
Wheels.
The wheels, yeah, you were. I felt them grinding on the hard snow. Look at them. Now you took more life off of them.
Oh, whatever.
All right, are we ready for this?
If that thing's ready.
Okay, I think it's going. Not at all. It has ether. I didn't put them up though. The tractor apparently ethered itself. I can smell it. I didn't know this had ether.
It's somewhere built inside.
Automatic injection?
Where's the mechanic? It's not even replaced.
From the one shot it gave it. Welcome aboard Air Force One.
It's nice and warm in here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go out and get the last 100 acres?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun?
No, not really. Not with your big oil leak.
So hopefully that tractor will move. Brody's running over there right now to see if she'll get out of there. It looks like it's still running. The lights are on. Would you look at that? She's awake. We're bringing it back to the shop to charge the batteries, and then we're going to put planter monitors in. And it's been serviced, but it needs to be ready for planting. So we're going to put this Geringhoff corn head where it was sitting there. I'm good back there. What's the front look like?
Yep, keep her coming. Lower your head a little bit so I can see you. There you are.
It's tight quarters here. I don't like this at all. All right, there he is, sleeping nice in the corner. The folding heads, they have a benefit for not only road travel, but storage is unbelievable. Our header carts are literally sitting, well, unfortunately outside, but not even a head on them because they store so nice folded up on the ground because they're 15 feet wide folded up, or maybe a little wider than that, but way better than a header cart that's probably 45 with the tongue hitch and all that. That door closes so slowly in the winter. Are you martining?
I need that blade on the front end to push stuff out of my way. Yeah? There's a lot to watch now. The steering wheel. Oh. This ain't working.
Well, it's still leaking, but not the stream that it normally does. Hello!
Brody thinks he can leave.
It's too cold in here.
Oh, I got a guy coming over.
Who's that?
He's bringing gifts of Christmas cheer. And we also have to watch a hog barn over next week in case of snowstorm for a few days.
Oh, great.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I like that job.
Do we get to go in and chase some piggies?
No, we gotta stay outside.
Do we get a hog out of the deal?
No.
Ooh.
No.
That sounds even better.
No. Christmas cheer.
We could use some pork chops here, grill them out.
Bacon?
I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, man, look at this, Duggo. Watch where you walk.
Yeah. When are they coming to fix that?
When it's inspected next Thursday.
Holy cow, 50-foot door is too big. when
Opens
it's
up the
20.
whole wall. I was telling him that we should have a heated storage shed.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
What do you think that would run a guy?
Too much.
Is exact cost of what a heated shop would
What
be?
did we get it down to in here?
Look, and Martin even does carpets.
Oh, my!
What?
Yeah, any guesses?
46.
Oh, it's not that cold, is it?
Yes.
46.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know. It feels like 40.
40, final answer?
Yeah.
47.
Wow, I was on the money. You always leave Martin running when you walk away?
I ain't done, but I gotta let it warm up in here. You got freeze to death out there.
It's only as cold as you dress, boys. Come on now.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're running around in your shop clothes outside that's below zero. Brody!
I was in the combine the whole time, watching me close the door for 10 minutes.
Yeah, the guy dressed for it.
I was getting very cold.
I believe it.
Did you hit anything?
No, but it really got tight. She did. We almost remodeled some more boat parts, but
Did you show Doug how close you got?
he'll know when he raises this up and tears this thing off. That's really strong and sturdy, as you can see, that we're supposed to pull tubers
Hopefully
with.
the boat is out of here, man.
I hope so.
It ain't gonna snow anymore this year.
I also hope so. All right, with that being said, guys, I think it's the end of the day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time.